Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
This is an arena fight. You couldn't have got anybody else in this place.
What a great venue. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? It's all offense all the time. Ooh, he ate that right hand. There's a counter shot. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Lucky that hook didn't score. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A perfect counter shot. Nice counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punch. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right, concentrate.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Come on, you've let him back into this. You bet. Great round, now relax. You were thinking.
And there's the bell to start round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. These two fighters are made for one another. Nice counterpunch right up the middle. Catch and shoot. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Punch, counter punch. Beautiful counter punch. Johnny, I love watching these lighter fighters just based on the hand speed and the foot movement. So impressive to watch. Perfect counter lands. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Can't land that jab. How about that time counter shot? He threw a punch and just got countered. Well done with that counter shot. You don't want to trade shots. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is great. There's the bell for round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use flame over brawn.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both want a knockout, you can tell. That counter shot lands. It's all offense all the time. They exchange punches. Beautiful counter shot. Those counter punches have to hurt. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. And he scores with the counter. Good counter punching. These two were made for each other. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Robinson in that. Here we go to the 4th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reactions. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
him clean. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him. Frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he blows you down.
Nice counter shot. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight.
Yeah!
Swing and a miss with that hook. Nice counter punch. That counter punch caught him clean. Punch, counter punch. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This fighter's certainly not gonna outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Beautiful counter shot. Quick punch scores. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter shot. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. That counter punch caught him clean. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Started out Robinson in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
There's the bell to start round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Throw a shot, they get countered. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
The face is telling the story from that jab. Punch, counter punch. And he just missed with that left jab. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That will do it. They want no more. And that will do it. This fight is over. They have given up.